Okay guys, here we are again. We have another cleaner that is not working. It's not swimming right. So check it out. This is part of it. Water should not continually squirt out of there. There's a crack in that. We need to fix that. But here's the big problem. You'll notice the wheels. Only this wheel is turning, this one's not. And if you'll notice, the bearings are shot right here. That's kind of in there at an angle. So it's jamming up, and that's the reason it's not turning the back wheel. So we're going to take this one off, replace the bearings, and put new rubber on that tire. Check it out. All right, first thing we're going to do is obviously turn it off. And the backup valve, pretty easy, except for that. This is a good reason why we don't use these hose clamps on swimming pools, because even though the band is stainless, often the screw isn't, and there's just no way to get that off of there. So we're going to have to cut it. Now, I do love these. We use them all the time. It'll cut up to 1-inch pipe, but it's super on these hoses. I believe we got that at Lowe's. I'll put a link in the description. This is the best way to get that off. Just bada bing, bada boom. And it's got a nice little clip here on the back, made by Cobalt. Awesome pair of pliers. So to put the new backup valve on, and the reason we're doing a new one, as you can see here in this one, right in the center, see that split? So there's really no fixing it. We're just gonna have to replace it with a new one. We'll put a link in the description as well. We can get the actual Polaris ones, but man, they are expensive. So we'll go with these. And the thing about this is make sure it's pointed the right direction. The jet should point toward the cleaner. And because we had to cut those clamps off, we got to put these new, and they're not new, these are slightly used hose nuts. And we always save a few off the old cleaners we pick up for times like this. You never know when you are going to have to replace it. So that is step one of our repair. Just repair that, put it back together. So that's done. Now the other part of this, we'll set it here on my workbench. And this is pretty easy fix. So actually we got two things going on. This wheel, you can see it's kind of at an angle. So either the actual screws are loose or it needs new bearings. We'll figure that out.
Oh, it's definitely the
Look in there, you can see the bearings just completely shot.
Oh, there you go. Yep.
So we'll pop that little dude off. Oh yeah, she just blew her guts out. And to get these out, just use a flat screwdriver and push against it. You can call that the race. There you go, come right out. Do the same on the other side. Try not to poke a hole in your finger. Okay, new ones. And Amazon's a great place to get these as well. That was pretty simple. Now this little piece here that actually came out of the old bearing, I don't know if you guys have any of these pliers. These are made by Vice Grip. They're adjustable. What I like about them is they're squared off here, so you can actually put them on bolts. They're really good for that. Not that I recommend using pliers to take bolts off, but you know, sometimes you need to.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
That's right. That does not want to participate. There we go. Okay. Pop that off. Pop the new one in. And just be mindful this is plastic and it breaks very easy. The last time I videoed that, it broke as I tightened it up. So, almost hate to mention it. You can see these tires are kind of worn and rounded off on the ends. So, we're just going to replace that. I do prefer the genuine Polaris tires, the actual rubber. It seems to hold up better than the cheap stuff. The other ones you can buy for 3 for 1 price, but you're going to replace them 3 times as often too. So you make the decision. But now when this one turns, they all turn. So let's put her back in the pool. Let's see how she goes. All right, there we go. The backup valve is working beautifully. And she is swimming like she's supposed to be.